Hi everybody, my name is Raymond from Code White Games, bringing to you more Alpha Strike action. For today's battle report, we're going to be going over a game between my Mercenaries and my buddy Jacob's Clan Wolf forces. We're going to be using a modified version of the take and hold scenario from the BTCC Adepticon 2023 player packet. We're using Alpha Strike Commanders Edition, printing 5.1. For our forces, we're doing 500 points, limited by faction and era, as well as command abilities, formation bonuses, normally assigned SPAs, and 7 battlefield support points. All right, let's get to the carnage, and I'll see you on the battlefield.
All right, so today we are playing Take and Hold from the BTCC tournament with a much larger 4x6 table. My forces today are Mercenaries from the Ill Clan era, and today I'm fielding as part of my force a heavy battle lance made up of my Annihilator, a Marauder, a Flashman, and a Longbow. The Longbow is the double arrow 4 Longbow, so I'm really excited to see how that works out. The Flashman is my sub-commander, and the Annihilator is my commander in my force. Followed up by an Assault Air Lance with the Jadehawk that is the 03 model with the triple strength Myomer and the tandem charge SRMs, which again, very excited to see how that works out. A Griffin 2N with ECM that is able to do a similar thing, the tandem charge, a Crockett with jump strong, so he's going to be a little bit of a weird boy, and a Guillotine, which I just really like overall for being a very baseline. It is what it is. And the attaché to that being the 2 Shalone 17R fighters, which they do a job being fighters. So the map is fairly large, and because of that, that's why I included fighters to be able to reach things that I otherwise may not be able to hit from these really nice Clan Wolf forces.
So we've got some Dark Age era wolves here. We've got a light battle star consisting of a Dasher, 2 Adders, and 2 Mistlinks. Dasher, I say, Fire Moth. Then on the other end, we have a battle star that features my commander in the Dire Wolf, his lieutenant in the that's the Executioner. I have a specialist with the Gargoyle, as well as the Timberwolf and the Summoner along for the ride. We're making a last push to Terra, and some of these mercs think they're going to stand in our way.
So the by specialist, you mean that's the normally assigned SPA guy, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So
all right.
2 very standard stars, hoping to use that luck to bail out what has typically been poor dice for me. Really hopeful to see how this all shakes out.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are playing the take and hold scenario, so we will place our objectives and get back to you at the beginning of turn 1. All right. We have rolled off for objective placement, and Jacob is the attacker. He has placed his objective token behind that nice little set of terrain from Death Ray Designs that I'm absolutely excited about. And I have placed mine over here, basically in the middle of the map. As my battlefield support, I have placed several density 2 minefields. Not density 2, medium minefields, as is in the battlefield support rules, which means they deal 2 damage and afterwards they are gone. So this is what we are using for our woods today, is just something that's native part of our map. You can see the yellow outline is what dictates the boundary of that wooded area. Oh, yeah, and for further clarification, with the minefield, that is the actual radius of it. That is just what I have for markers of that. All right, so with that, we've gotten all of our pre-game stuff out of the way. Oh yeah, so take and hold scenario is a descriptor. At the end of every turn, we get 10 points for having more units within 2 inches of an objective. For every objective that there is, we get 10 points for having more units than the other guy, which is controlling.
So maximum 20 points a turn.
20 points a turn on that. Yes, there's also a Heavy Metal Mayhem objective on this, which is your PV divided by 5 and times 2 if the unit is destroyed. Mm-hmm. I forgot to mention, we are using SCAs, and because we're using SCAs, mine are Speedfire and Hit and Run, which I've made these nice little custom cards for, which will impact my ability to get 2 hit mods when under certain circumstances, and Jacob is using
strategic planning for a fixed +2 initiative, as well as overrun combat. Overrun combat says that if I win initiative, I can take half the amount I won by and round down and grant that many models effectively combat intuition. They get to act first before normal actions are undertaken.
That's going to be horrifying. All right, so let's go ahead and roll off for first turn initiative.
Let's go.
I got a 9.
I have an 8, but I will get +2 from... So that will put me to a 10.
A 10, okay.
And I do not, therefore, have any combat intuition to use.
Okay. No tactical genius or other fun stuff. So that means I lose and I will move a model first. So during the ground phase, I will move 8 models. I'm going to start with...
Wonderful. Let's roll out. Oh, I missed links. Come on from the board edge. I should be able to kind of and snug up against
that
the building pretty well without sticking my toe into the woods that kind of butts up against that particular structure. That gives me my TMM at 2.
3 for mislinks, right?
Yes, it is 3. It's I was forgetting the 12 is on the jump.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't, or they're jump weak, so they would hold a flat TMM.
Yeah. Okay. Next up is I'm going to move my...
And I think it's worth remembering, heavy metal, the most number of points we can score from that is 40, and the most number we can score from these objectives is 60.
Yes.
So once you've racked up 10 points of objective, or 60 points of objective control, there's no point in sitting on them further.
That's true, but we're going to be hitting that heavy metal mayhem way before that happens.
You're going to max out on the 40 points, and it's not like we're going to stop slugging it out just for the fact that we've earned our points.
Right.
I think I'll try to slide the other mislinks in. Put the front face there. Grab him his TMM 3.
Okay, I'm going to sprint my Flashman in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's be... that's going to be 5, 10, 15, and then roughly 3 more.
Excellent.
For his TMM of 2. That way he can be within 2 inches.
Mm-hmm. We will pull the adder, one of them, who I was thinking about sprinting him, but I feel like that's just going to be a great opportunity to misposition. Let's use the woods to screen here. We'll position him such that he could kind of ward against that flank. He's only TMM 2. Turns out if you put more guns and less engine in a light mech, they don't move so fast.
Right. All right, so I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm moving my Annihilator up.
Ooh, what's the long on that boy?
6.
It's chunky.
It's 6 across all brackets.
That's so bad. I don't have anybody with greater than 4 at long, and that is the CO and the XO.
Yeah, and he's got Lucky and a boat ton of armor.
Yep.
So he's going to be able to have fun with that.
Big chunky hit points. Let's see. Not really gonna get a better shot there either. I feel like that's gonna set me up for a bad time too.
What you thinking about?
So I'm debating whether I want to move the last of the adders, or if I really want to start like pushing the summoner out there. The Fire Moth is already going to be in a tough spot between 2 aerospace units and the artillery piece with the longbow there, and you said that's dual arrow 4s.
Yeah.
It's a lot. That's a lot. But conversely, I can always try to hope that he can take some of the heat off of off of the Koshis. The mislinks out there. I may, just for the sake of trying to get somebody else out there to control it, especially if I can get them outside of the range of a blast template, while staying within 2 inches of that objective marker. 6 is enough to end his day. And with a 2-inch diameter template, actually, I could slide to there, dodge a 2-inch template. Doesn't really get me meaningful cover, though. And pulling back to there means... Well, I've sure hung myself out to dry, I tell you. We'll see. So you're skill 3, you don't have any sniper or anything?
No, I've just got lucky on my heavy battle lance.
Yep. Which the Annihilator is part of lucky. And that's 6 total rerolls. You know, I what I want, but we'll go ahead and try for that.
Okay. So I think I'm going to move up my Marauder to hang out alongside my, well, or near my Annihilator at least.
And what's his long value?
4.
4.
I'm going to try and clear that woods. Oh, blind myself. That was great.
Not like that.
All right. So that'll be his TMM.
Woods won't interrupt the hit roll for a bombing run or similar, correct?
No.
Didn't figure. It's an AoE attack. Didn't make any sense to me. So I will get his TMM 4 hustling up to there, because that patch of woods should pretty well shield him from any nefarious actor coming in from your side, short of aerospace units.
Yep.
What's the total armor structure on the longbow?
That's a great question. 12? Looks like 12 or 13.
Okay. And to also ask, because I know that you get a, is it considered a -1 attack modifier for standstill?
Correct, yeah.
That will therefore also apply to your artillery attacks. Okay, I had thought so. Just worth making sure.
Moving my Griffin up. Part of that assault lance. Oh, so at the beginning of the turn, I was allowed to assign multitasker, so that will be on my, I'm marking it with this red Fed Suns die. That's going to be the Griffin, and it's going to be the Jadehawk.
So you just have the
Crockett and the Jadehawk left, yeah. So this turn you'll move 1, and then the others you'll move 2.
Because he gets a 15-inch sprint. Man, am I really sure I want to do that? Otherwise, I'm going to get my shooting gallery. So you said it's a 6 long on the Annihilator.
Yeah.
A 4 long on the Marauder. 2 long on the Griffin, probably.
No, I think it's way less than that. I think it's 1.
He's just a 1. Is he the 2-2-1?
Yeah.
3-3-1.
Yeah.
Very nice, but that's okay. And you gave him multi-attack this turn.
Yeah, multitasker. He's still really only going to be able to get 1 shot.
We're allowed to pre-measure, right? So,
Yep.
let's double check here. 42, so I could theoretically keep out of the Annihilator's range while keeping myself poised. So if I pop in around there with the Timberwolf, that would give me a chance to stay out of Annihilator threat range, because that's a big bite to take out of a very, very expensive Timberwolf if I mispilot this. We're going to pull back on the stick just a little, and we'll go there, and that should keep me at long to just the Griffin. And it's a pretty clean line. We'll take that, so that'll be his TMM at 2.
So I am going to move my Crockett up to there.
So I'd be really interested to see how some of the mechs in your force would play if you took the Jumping Jack SPA.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that one avoids the attack penalty modifier for jumping.
It reduces it from a 2 to a 1.
Ah, okay.
That's the reason why I didn't focus on it too heavily.
Yeah, because there's other ways to get yourself a +1 and kind of diminish the value on that.
Yep.
So I do 2 these last 2.
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to stand too close to myself. And can you shoot over friendlies without incident?
You can shoot over any. Yes.
Okay.
Units do not cause
impedance.
Yeah, with the exception of units with the large special.
You know, I thought about doing this, but this again feels like the Shilones. Do they have bombs? Is it bomb 2 on them?
Yeah, it's bomb 2.
Does that mean they have 2 separate bombs or one 2-inch bomb? Okay. And you can choose to drop all bombs at once?
Correct.
Wonderful.
And at the beginning of the game, I have to declare whether they are whatever type of bombs.
Of munition.
Yeah, and I am going to declare beforehand that they are Inferno bombs.
Okay, and those will cause heat then?
Yes.
Is it 1 point of heat in addition to their normal damage?
No, it is 2 heat.
Plus damage.
No.
Or it's
just 2 heat.
2 heat flat? Mm-hmm. Excellent. And did you select any other alternate munitions? I didn't.
My tandem charge warheads on my Griffin 2N and my Jadehawk.
Okay. What do the tandem charges do?
Anytime that I make an attack that has the SRM range, then if I inflict damage with the attack, I get to roll 2d6, and on a 10 or higher, I crit. Even if you have armor.
Okay.
This is why I'm multitasker with tandem charge warheads, because it's even if it's not just an SRM attack, but on a standard weapon attack also.
Okay. So at long range, he'll get the chance to fire twice, and even if it's a 0 damage, if you rolled a 10+.
So I think... So rules as intended, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that it's bound... It would be bound by the SRM range, which is a maximum of medium.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good, sounds good. How well does the... He jumps 8, which means he can only clear a 4-inch building in a single bound. But hey, that's 4 inches. Let's go ahead then.
So you have how many units left?
I will have 2 left after I finish moving the executioner here.
Okay.
So he's going to, at the risk of losing his firepower this turn, unfortunately, he will elect to sprint up to there. That should keep me outside of 2 inches of my adder. It does. And we'll then leave the summoner and the gargoyle.
Okay.
For my last act.
So I'm going to move my Jadehawk as my last bro. 5, 10. He has a movement of 12. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to move to there. And he has a TMM of 2, like a good little boy.
We're going to take the gargoyle, and because he's a speed demon, normally he would sprint 15, but because he's a speed demon, he gets to sprint 19. And nobody should have good line on him there. If you want to check me, though, to make sure, that should keep me both out of 2 inches of that. He'll end up clipping it probably as he rounds the corner.
Yeah,
It's statistically impossible as far as, like, the width of my base is.
Okay, so this aerospace fighter's flight path is going to be right over all of that, and it will have an area that it leaves the board and an altitude that it comes in on. I have these handy-dandy tokens that I have made for marking such things, which is... So I'm going to declare that it is coming in at medium.
And do these come in the token pack, or are these courtesy of Death Ray Designs?
They are similar to the ones that come in the token pack, but they are actually made by me and available as 3D printable objects from Hardware Studios.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And they are both going to come in at the same place. Mm-hmm. And could you please take this token for where they are going to end, just to keep me honest, which is going to be... about where the edge of your paper is over there.
Right here?
Yep.
And so you picked...
Oh, no, actually right there.
I was like, you're not strafing anything if you do there. I'm not going to tell you no, but I figure you want to actually shoot me at some point.
Yep. Okay, so starting the firing phase, I lost initiative, so I'm going to start firing. So you want to use an artillery attack. My longbow here has Art AIS 2, which means I can fire 2 AoE attacks with arrow 4. And I'm going to use my Griffin here as a spotter to put templates right on top of that adder there. I declare...
But the angle from...
From the initial...
Yeah, would you like to get your laser line?
Yeah, let's get where that is.
Hey, I did pretty okay with that.
Yep. So that will determine for scatter and whatnot. So for determining the artillery attack, we still use the SADOR acronym from the book. So it's going to be skill, which is, for this guy, is going to be a 3. Plus, he has no attack or movement modifier. The target movement modifier for an artillery attack. So normally, because I am targeting the ground underneath that adder, it would be a 0. However, a -4, but that does not apply for artillery attacks. It is an AoE attack, so it gets a +1, and any range for non-cannon artillery attacks is going to be a flat +4 instead. So it's going to be 3 + 4 + 1 means I need an 8. So let's see.
And that's because you have the spotter.
9 for the spotter.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 9.
Shot.
So that means I'm dealing 2 damage.
So first one hits direct, second round.
Adder. The second one is a 6, so that means that I miss. So let's roll a d6 to see. So that's 5 times 2 inches. So that'll be 10 inches. And that'll be for the one direction. That on that. So that'll be funny if it hits.
So it's 10 inches?
Yep. Is that going off the board or hitting your direwolf?
It slides behind the direwolf, but... Oh, we missed by the narrowest of margins, boys.
All right. Have fun with that AoE.
Cool. So that was 2 points on that adder?
That was 2 points on the adder for the for that, and I have to... Sorry, I had to get the my die back. So that's going to be all the attacks that my longbow is doing. My Griffin is not going to attack. My Annihilator is not in range of anything that's not a building.
He's got range on the adder.
Does he? Oh, yeah. He does have line of sight on that.
I was like, oh, this might go badly for me, or it could go well.
He has range, but he does not have line of sight.
Because that building's in the way.
Yep. The Marauder can see it, though. So he's got a 2 TMM, right?
2 TMM. Let's make sure we're in 42 for long. Oh, easy. Yeah, that's about 38.
All right, so 3 + 4 + 2 is going to be a 9. And so that's a 5, so that's a miss.
You don't want to spend a point of luck on that.
I'm going to spend a point of luck on 9s. That's not too bad. And an 8.
So that would have actually
Whoa. So, Speedfire, when using this move in a direct line away from their starting location, units receive a -1 target movement. So I need an 8.
Yep.
So that will actually count. Using the SCAs with the SPAs is going to work out nicely. And I'm going to mark off that one heavy Battle Lance SPA.
Now it's just really hard for you to get outnumbered.
You said I did...
That was 4 points, and that's exactly what it had left. It's a 6-point neck.
Oh, and it took 2 from the artillery.
Correct.
Okay, wow. All right. That's just neat.
Turns out artillery's pretty good.
All right, so I think that I'm going to do some urban renovation. And, well, I'm not going to do urban renovation yet. My Flashman can't see anybody. Well, anyway, let's pay attention to these Shallones.
Yeah, we've got a couple either strafes and or bombing runs.
So, yeah.
I think those are your last legal attacks.
No.
Okay,
I've got more going on here.
Wonderful.
So the Shallones are flying right over that Firemoth and the Koshi. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to perform not an altitude bombing, the other one, a dive bomb, using 1 bomb for each.
So each of those will spend 1 bomb on each?
Might as well. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm going to declare one at a time.
Yep.
So this front one, number 34, is going to do 1 and 1. Actually, he's going to do both on top of the Fire Moth.
Makes sense.
And so that's going to be a 3 for, or no, I'm sorry, a 4 for his skill, +2 for a dive bomb, +1 for AoE, +2 for medium range. I think he needs a 9.
Knock yourselves out of it and then back into it.
Hey, look, it's a 9.
That is enough to end him.
Well, it's not going to end him because it is only 2. It is 2 heat.
Oh, right. You chose the Inferno rounds.
I'm doing Inferno bombs because I really want to ruin that Dasher's day.
He doesn't have a legal shooting target. You may want to reconsider your bombing run. Because I will end this turn, not shoot. Oh, the heat gets applied.
Yeah.
And then I would have to go next turn, no shoot.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to do that thing to the Koshi also.
Yep. You said this guy was double bombing.
I did, but I missed with the second.
Okay.
I missed
the second guy's starting this mess. Yep.
Yeah, and so I missed both of those. So I've got 3 bombs to scatter.
First bomb here, scatter.
Is going to be 6 inches in the 2 direction.
Okay. So 2 is off this way.
Yep.
About 6.
Yep.
You've Inferno bombed the water. Good to you.
Yep. So the Koshi behind that building, it's going to be 2 inches to the 3 direction, which is going to hit the building but not do any damage to it, I think.
Yep. Turns out you can't give a building heat.
No, but you can do it damage.
Do buildings follow the vehicle and infantry rules where heat turns into damage? We will check on that after this commercial break.
We will. So 8 inches in the 2 direction.
8 inches in the 2.
Yeah, so we're going to check on that damage to buildings.
8 to the 2. So that ends up scattered, kind of.
Yeah, so it's going to be in the woods, but nothing special happens there.
Look at the mercenary force deploying Agent Orange.
Yep, it's what we do. So that's going to be my fighters.
You want me to start digging
Yeah.
building damage?
Yes, if you could, that would be great.
Yes, sir.
So my... okay, so here's how I'm going to play this.
Yeah.
My Flashman is attacking that building.
Okay.
So he's a skill 3, +2 for medium, -4 for it being a building, which means that he needs 1s. So he did 5 damage to the building.
Okay.
The Crockett is going to also shoot at the building, which is going to be medium range. No, it's actually going to be long range. So it's going to be... So he needs a 3 to hit it, and he hits it. So that's going to destroy this building. And the Jade Hawk is going...
If the target does not have a heat scale, the heat that would normally be produced turns into damage.
Okay.
So you did have 2 points of damage. I don't know if that changes your firing there.
Nope.
Well,
that
Miss Lynx feels rather naked now.
Yeah, the Jade Hawk is going to not do anything because it has no long range.
Scrabbling helplessly. Just get there! Just get there!
Actually, so he's going to 1 voluntarily overheat for 0.
Okay, the TSM
for 0
in
damage.
action.
Yep, for his TSM. But he's going to attack that building.
This one?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Which I'm pretty sure is medium range, which means he's going to hit it on 2s, which means
Certainly.
he hits it
Okay.
and does 5 damage to it.
Okay. Because this was a 10-pointer.
That was an 8-pointer. These are 6-pointers. No, you're right. That was
10, 8, 8, 6s.
Yep.
So did you... Well, for sure.
Yeah,
by the time you
I
get to
killed
2
that.
heat damage,
Yeah,
you were
well, I mean, I did 5 damage to it twice.
Yep.
And so that's my firing,
Excellent.
I believe. Not a whole lot going on here first turn.
All right. Let's see what I can get going as far as the Fire Moth has no legal targets and doesn't necessarily find a whole lot of value in shooting any buildings right now, especially not the ones it's right next to. Oh, does that building stay in place until the end of...
Yes, it does. That destroyed building. Yeah.
It's breakdancing. Let's for sure have the Timberwolf go after the Griffin. That's a relatively easy choice to make. Skill 3, TMM of 2, and we are at long.
Yep.
So that's going to be hitting on 9s, and this will be a 4-point connection if I get there. That's a 6. I could burn lucky. Man, I'm so torn. On the one hand, you're not wrong. Nine's not the worst number to fish for, but there's a question of, do I find luck is going to be worth more later in the battle?
Yeah.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. That's a 6 back here, but a 1 up there. Womp womp. Was not to be. Let's have the adder try to deliver a parting gift to the griffin on his way out the door. Not like that. Womp womp. Because that was hitting on 9s. I for sure will burn a point out of the light lance, though, or the light star. That's a little less expensive to be able to interact with. No, not like that. Shame. My most of me. We will, because of the flight vector that we ended up having here, this adder is going to choose to shoot the Shilones.
Okay.
I'm skill 3. You are TMM.
They don't have a TMM. All aerospace fighters have a +2.
Okay, that's a fixed +2. And you said it is distance to the corridor plus your vertical, so I'm 6 inches to the corridor.
But they also have to be within your front arc.
Correct. Good pitch. Good pitch. So that guy kind of can't shoot anything of note, nor can he. The fire moth. Actually, would this guy have been eligible because the corridor comes through here?
Yeah,
and
you would have
my
been.
Backline.
Yep.
Let's give it a shot. So you would have been coming in within range for a 2 if I hit your skill 3.
Skill 3
You're
plus
counted at medium, and then 2
4.
for being an airospace asset. So
Yep.
it's on a 7. Hey, there we go. There's
Nice.
2 points on. We'll just make it on the leader.
Okay. We're going to call that number 34. I have 34 and 57. 34 makes 2, which means he'll make a control roll.
Okay. Let's have this guy shoot at the follower. Same roll, hitting on 7s. That's a 6. Oh, I'm going to burn more luck this early. Too bad. I figured, though, that would have been a good shot to try to chip away at those. He's got nobody in range, doesn't want to shoot a building. Neither of these guys were legally eligible to fire. So we'll clear those. Declined fire. Clears those. And we'll have the summoner go at the trailing fighter. That will be ultimately at long. So I will hit on a 9, but I do have flak 2 at long range.
Okay.
So if I get a 7 or better, I'll still put 2 points on you.
Yep.
Oh, the luck flows easily.
Because that was a 5.
Actually, how many hit points do they have total?
They have 10?
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, 9.
I would
9.
really rather just keep trying to make them take control rolls and see what I get. That won't get me there. Shame.
I'm going to say, with that being the case, you may want to try to shoot at the same one repeatedly so that
to hammer the...
it'll drop more than one level if it fails.
Fair. Is there a limit to how much you can gain or how much you can gain while still making a straight run back the other way?
So as long as I pass all my control rolls, they can come in at any altitude.
Correct. Okay.
Otherwise, they cannot change altitude.
Okay, so if I fail and by hammering you, I can make that number get harder and harder to beat.
Well, I have to make a roll for each one.
Oh, okay. Well now, that's a bit of a hard choice. I can either spend a long-range attack to go at the leader again, or I can put a long-range attack at the Griffin. Skill 3, long-range. I'm hitting on a 9 regardless. I think the smarter move is...
All right, that actually is going to be really...
So that's 2 control rolls on the leader,
Yep.
and that's 4 points onto him. And I believe that is the end of my shooting, unless I would like... I will elect to heavy bombing the Griffin.
Okay.
Actually, we will target just behind the Griffin.
Okay.
In the hopes that if I scatter forward, I've got good, valid targets.
Yeah, that's a 7.
No, not like that. That's a 5.
Okay, so that'll be
So
standard scanner.
Drifts
2 inches
in the
6th direction.
which is going to be...
Here. Yeah, that's actually...
Hey,
you
there
might...
we go.
Well, let's see your
Yeah.
let's see your 2-inch template.
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to do that basically in... we're going to put it perpendicular to my board edge.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah. So that's where it winds up. Oh, well, no,
So it'll slide
that's 1
2
inch.
inches.
So that's...
Off that.
I'm going to say it hits the Marauder. I'm pretty sure it hits the Marauder. So that's how much damage?
2 points. We'll nick the paint. We'll take that. All right, okay. I don't know if I should have saved that for a more tactical moment, but I did choose to at least attempt to capitalize on some clustered targets.
All right, so I'm going to make my control rolls for my fighters then. So it's control rolls are skill +2, so that's going to be a 6 for each roll. So the first one I pass, and the second one I fail.
Ooh.
So he drops to low, and he has to come in at low next turn.
There we go. Okay. Now that being said, you come in at any angle off this point, if I recall.
Correct.
So you
As long as I have 24 inches of flight path.
so you must travel a minimum 24 inches. So you could skirt a corridor there to just try to dodge the worst of me, but it does put you in a poor position for... is there a maximum flight path that you
No.
can travel? Excellent. Time for a new initiative.
Okay, give me just a second.
Yes.
All right, initiative for turn 2. I got a 9.
That's a 10 turns into a
So
12.
I
Therefore, won initiative by 3. I could give one of my models combat intuition.
But the thing is, it's not just combat intuition. It's combat intuition that you have to use before any movement.
I move and shoot right now.
Yeah, and then that is removed from the order pool for
Correct.
unequal number of units moved.
Man, I'm so torn, because on the one hand, my little hateful dart can just come screaming out of nowhere, sucker punch the longbow, and we can see what happens. It may not be the wisest move, but it might be the funniest. Now, that being said, he's 2 points of heat, so he's minus 4 inches of movement.
Which means he has like 50.
22. 22, 50, yeah.
It's a rounding.
Math here.
It's a rounding error.
So I really could come streaming in right there and be right in range to try to pelt you at point blank.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the smartest play? What's the health on that?
It's pretty chunky.
Yeah, that's what, 13 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
I am not going to nominate any models to overrun combat. We're not going to try that. Discretion is the better part of valor. If I was in a little more aggressive position, there's a couple things I would have considered doing, but I don't think it's going to pan out for me here. So, we will act normally, having you lead.
Okay.
And this is 5 damage on this, correct? Not 5 remaining.
Correct. Mm-hmm. All right, so...
Oh, your hawk ended up shooting this, didn't he?
Yeah, he shot the one that's
I was like...
marked.
Why didn't your hawk shoot the... Oh, he did. He did.
Yep, I'm actually going to keep my longbow is in a pretty good place.
Park it.
So I'm going to move him nowhere.
And I stand still, you get a -1 attacker modifier.
Correct. So that's going to... He's stationary. No... I can't afford to leave that much armor just chilling out back here. That is good for nobody.
Midfield point.
Yeah.
He's very well served by doing so if he can walk there eventually.
So I can get him to about there.
See a 8-inch.
He's 6.
Then?
6 inches.
Works for me.
Yep. He gets that +1. So he'll have direct fire coverage over basically all of that.
Mm-hmm. And what's the short on the Flash Man?
It is 4.
Okay.
Oh, also he had something to note is he does have reflective armor.
Okay.
So all incoming damage against him is -1 unless it is energy, and then it's
half.
And then it's half. Yeah.
Yep. And so he's pretty durable then, isn't he? Mm-hmm. By the time it's all said and done.
And AMS. Yep. But he's also my sub-commander, so I don't necessarily want him to die.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And 12 inches. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 14 normally. 14. Water slows me down, yeah?
Yeah, because there's an elevation change, and then +1 inch per inch. But free partial cover in all directions.
Let's slide up to there. See if I can stay clear of the most offensive potential inbound shooting. Really, I can kind of just snug up almost flush with the building there. All right.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move... I think I'm actually going to move my... No, I'm going to move my guillotine up. So that's...
Walking.
5, and then he's got an additional 3 points. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sneak him to here. He'll have partial cover from a lot of places.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Did you you may have clipped his direction? I didn't know if you meant to.
No, I did.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's.
All right. Slide to there. See what we can get done.
Move my Crockett to there.
Pull to... Do I really want to take the chance on that? That's your... The building stays until the end of round, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because during the end phase is when things are applied.
Cleaned up. Yep. Okay. We'll slide to there.
I'm going to move my Marauder up 8. Which means it'll put him there.
Run the risk of taking a few shots.
Where'd you go?
So he pulled around and through, so he will have to make a skill check to see if he sets off the mines. It's you said an 8 or better?
Yep. Well, 8 or better, and it explodes.
So if I roll an 8 or better, it goes off.
Yep.
So low is good here.
I suspect that I should be the person to roll it, but go ahead.
Let's do it then. If you're looking for 8+ to blow me up,
8.
hey, you got it.
2
So
damage.
2 points.
Yeah, but you don't have to worry about this guy anymore.
Yep.
All right, so you moved the gargoyle, which means that I need to move people.
He's hoping to make a mess. He unfortunately did take a little damage on his way passing through, so...
So I'm going to move my Annihilator is going to move up. To there.
And he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle.
I have heard entirely too much of that song.
Let's see.
Supposedly I have 4 units left, and so the Jadehawk, the Flashman, and the Griffin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah. So I think I've just got the Jadehawk, the Flashman, and the Griffin.
And I've got these 3, these 2.
Yeah, okay.
Wonderful. It will be my full expensive movement by the time I get into the woods. But if I'm right, I should have under 6 inches across. Oh, it's tight. I'll leave it up to your discretion whether I can draw that line or not.
Yeah. We'll get to that when we need to.
Okay. Action. Does action stay on me? Because I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we wouldn't
because
have
I lost.
counted until
I lost initiative.
Sure.
Okay, so this will be fun.
At the top of the round, who did you want to assign SPAs to?
Oh, I'm sticking with the Jade Hawk and the Griffin.
I figured that was going to be the case, but wanted to make sure that I gave you the opportunity to change. As is your wont.
Okay, so I'm going to move my Flashman to over here so that he can still have line of sight on your gargoyle, but also still there, being within that 2 inches of the objective.
If I move about 6 closer, honestly, I can slide to there. It gets me to medium with you, holds me to 2 of the objective. That gets me a pretty nice shot on the Flashman there. I might take that. Just make sure, briefly, that I'm not within 24 of your Annihilator. Well, it doesn't really matter, but avoiding giving you an easier shot than I should. And you only had... So you still have 2 mechs left, the Griffin
And the Jade Hawk. And you've got the Adder over there, the Direwolf, the Summoner, and what's the other one?
It's just these that are left, since both the Timberwolf and the Executioner just went.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because I killed your other Adder.
Correct.
That's right.
Makes it a little harder for you to outnumber me. Ha ha ha. Look at me making the sacrifice play with a 30-point mech. You're too pure for this world.
Oh, I am in love with this. Okay. So my Jade Hawk.
Yep. Death from above?
Nope.
Ah.
He's just going to be within 2 inches of that.
Sounds good. Does he have a melee weapon?
Yes.
Okay.
And TSM.
Yep. And melee gives you a 2-inch range instead of the base to base.
Well, instead of 1 inch.
And so far, have all of your mechs qualified for not hit and run. Speed shooter?
Not the Flashman.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the Flashman, not the Guillotine. Everybody else has.
The guillotine hooked. Everybody else has been straight line.
Okay, fun with tandem charge SRMs.
Let's do it.
So my Griffin is moving up there with his +2. And that's the last of my units to move. You will be going through the woods template there.
Yes, that's what I'm counting for right now.
Okay.
Is making sure that I can... It's a pretty tight corridor. But hoping to leave enough room to have line on the Griffin. How much of a mech do you have to see to be able to shoot it?
At least a third.
Okay, I will be able to get like his whole left arm, left leg.
Yep, okay.
It looks like. Anyway, unfortunately, the Executioner really is not coming up with too much of a worthwhile shot other than maybe that Marauder. As long as I stay outside of 2 inches, you can't melee me. But it's a question of, do I want to jump in or just walk and stay medium? Honestly, jumping between medium and short is fine, because it actually boosts my TMM and it doesn't make it any worse for me to hit you, correct?
I believe that's correct.
Sounds like the plays, the thing. Oh, no, but that'll put me in the Crockett's sights. So will peeking basically anything though. If I instead jump to there, I can control that. So do I set the red die on their native TMM or on the new TMM?
On the new TMM. Jump? Yep, post jump TMM.
Cool.
So for him, 3, I believe?
2 native, 3 because... And that gets me within 6 out of 2. He won't block line from the Direwolf. We're going to see if I can't chop some chicken. Was he the one who picked up SPAs for you?
The Jade Hawk is, yes.
Which SPAs did you end up electing for again?
So he has Fistfire and Swordsman.
Yep.
Which means that on with his triple strength Myomer
So you're size 3.
so he's got melee, which is going to be 1 extra
kicks
damage.
to a 4.
Yep. Triple strength Myomer.
Kicks it to a 5.
Swordsman kicks it to a 6, or I choose to crit.
Mm-hmm.
And Fistfire adds half round up his short range damage. So he does 8 damage.
It's now the time to tell you that has 3 health.
Right.
That's why I was like, let's not get the summoner in 2 inches. Let's not.
Yeah.
Let's not bail out and just a massive, horrific amount of overkill.
So the fun part is he needs a 6 to hit.
All right. Let's do it. Because, skill 3, TMN 3.
And he gets a 6, doing 9 damage. 8 damage, I think it was.
You get half your short, rounded normally.
Yep.
Oh, no. I miss things. Whatever will I do?
Oh, it's either 8 in a crit or 9.
Oh, and it actually would have been 7, or I'm sorry, it would have been 5 to hit if you went straight line from your position.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
oh, no, that's shooting attacks only.
Yes, it's shooting attacks only.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Seems okay.
my Doomslayer Jadehawk there just absolutely did his job. He rip and tore. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can erase this gargoyle from existence.
Do it.
The Griffin is going to make his first multi-asker attack. Yep. So he's going to be a 3 short range
and
plus
did
2.
He go maximum movement?
I believe he did.
Sounds correct.
Yes. So that's going to be 3 minus 1, so 2 plus 2. He needs a 4 to hit.
Yep.
So the first one is a hit.
Yep.
And he's going to do the second attack against it too.
That was a 10, so that registers a crit.
No. I have to roll additionally.
Okay.
And the second one also hit.
Okay.
So now
2 crit checks, fire 1.
I've got the tandem charge missiles for the first one, nothing. And the second tandem charge, nothing. Okay. But I still did
1 point twice.
3 damage. No,
because you round down.
You round down.
Half each time.
Oh, boo! Yeah, yep. So 2 damage.
That's why I was like, you do get better crit fish odds.
Yeah. So the all right. So along with that, I'm going to do the Marauder is going to fire at the gargoyle. Mm-hmm. He did not move his max.
Yep. Gargoyle is 7 left.
Okay. So he's skill 3, medium range, makes that 5, plus 2 for your TMM is 7, plus 1 for the woods is 8. Mm-hmm. He hits
4 points? 5 at medium?
4 points.
Cool.
Yeah.
So 1 crit chance. Go ahead and roll it.
Ooh. 7, so movement.
Okay.
How many's he got left?
3 structure.
Okay.
So he's not in forced withdrawal.
Mm-hmm. So the guillotine is going to fire at the at him now.
Try to finish?
Yep. So the guillotine is skill 3 plus 2 for medium range is 5, plus 2 for your TMM is 7, plus 1 for the woods is 8. Mm-hmm. And I don't think he has enough building to qualify for having partial cover from the guillotine.
No.
And I rolled a 7. I said I needed an 8, right?
Yep, because you did not qualify for shooter.
He's in the Assault Lance, so he does not have lucky. But the Annihilator takes offense to his existence.
I couldn't imagine why after that.
So I'm effectively starting at a 2 because of Speed Shooter with the Annihilator, which is hilarious wording. So 2 plus 2 for medium range is 4, plus 2 for your team is 6, plus 1 for woods is 7.
Okay, that's not too bad.
And that's a 5. I'm gonna burn another point of lucky on that guy for the 7.
Oh, barely got him.
So that'll be 6 damage to the Annihilator, or to him. How much is he worth, by the way?
So for your records, the Mist Lynx was 32 points, so that would go to 6 doubled for 12.
Yep.
And then he was worth 62, which will go to 12 doubled to 24, so that will cap you on Heavy Metal Mayhem.
So I've got that objective going on.
Uh-huh.
The boop 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 boop. The Flashman is going to shoot the Mad Cat over there. So he's going to be skill 4 plus 2 plus 2. He's going to need an 8 to hit.
Is the Flashman not skill 3?
No, he's skill 4.
Ah, okay.
He is the one weirdo along with my Shallones.
Yep.
So I rolled a
Ooh,
10.
hot shot.
So I did 4 damage to the Timberwolf.
That's a good one.
It looks like the Crockett can shoot at him, so I think I'm going to try that. So I suspect that's medium range, but it might be really close.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, 24. It's 24? All right.
It's close, but you do have me.
All right, so he did move as fast as possible. So he's going to be effectively skill 2. Medium for 2, plus TMM2.
And then is the building enough to obstruct me? That's on.
I believe it is. So that's going to be 7.
Wonderful.
And that hits. That's going to be 5.
Ooh. So that is 1 structure point, so that's enough for you to roll crit.
And a 3 is going to be an engine hit.
Okay. We forgot to move your aerospace assets.
We'll get that squared away real quick. So the one that is going to be forced low, which I believe is
the lead one, whichever one you chose to have.
Yeah, I have it marked over there. Okay, so yeah, 34.
And I did take out 4 of his total 9 hit points.
Yeah. So he's going to fly behind the direwolf.
Think about what he's done.
And then put his end there. I'm going to do the same thing with 54.
Okay.
And he is also going to come in at low because the direwolf is within 1 inch of the flight path. So
he's a lethal target.
But that means that they.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you shoot me, I believe I shoot you.
It's not quite.
Okay.
But the base will make it so that at about here you will be able to shoot them. I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to fly behind your direwolf like that.
I'm down for it. And you're both coming in low?
Both coming in low. I'm going to strike with damage 3 against it. So that means I'm going to need a 6. So 3 plus 1 for TMM plus 1 for doing a strike.
Correct. What's the difference between a strike and a strafing run?
So a strike is against a single target. A strafing run is against all targets within that template.
Wonderful.
I think. It's either that or I think it's a 10-inch template, actually.
A 5-inch radius?
No. A 1-inch radius, but 10 inches long total.
Oh, okay.
So I missed with the first one.
It's a strip template.
I rolled 3 twice.
That's okay. I mean, you had a very low investment in this, but you are correct. Yeah, because of how my base counts, I can end up clipping with you.
Yeah, that's gonna be a medium.
So I could end up trying to shoot the tail, which would be at medium. That put me to what? Skill 5? Or I'm skill 3, 2 because you're at medium, 2 because you're in aerospace. I'd hit you on a 7. But if I hit, I do get to punch all 9 points immediately.
Yeah.
Whew. That's tempting.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of how to use my longbow right now. Because he is in a really bad spot for being able to accomplish just about anything because he has no spotter.
Yeah, because everybody else has already declared their shots.
Yeah. You know what? That's fine. He'll just chill out this turn. Because otherwise, the only thing he's going to be able to do is shoot a building. And
so, if I remember correctly, you can shoot both your artillery weapon and your normal ballistics, and there's no penalty for doing so. You moved fast enough for speed stick. I wonder what your value is on just dropping both templates here and maybe shoot the building for the heck of it.
The thing is I can't drop the templates there because I don't have a line of sight.
That's what I was not aware of, is that you must have line of sight to be able to place the initial marker.
Yeah. I either have to have a spotter for indirect fire or to place the template, the direct fire.
Cool. Does that conclude your shooting?
I think that's everybody.
Unless you could always go after this building. It's not hugely impactful.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to.
Okay. Sounds good. I will... He has no legal target.
Who does? Sorry? Oh, Fire Moth.
Yeah. But that means he bleeds the heat. Let's go ahead and take the shot here. We're at short. I'm skill 3. You are TMM2. So that's a 5. And I'll be 2 points if I hit you. Boxcars.
Oh, but I don't like that.
Oh. Now, can I find a second pair of boxcars? Or Snake Eyes? Do you have case?
Yes, I have case.
Okay, so I'd have to find a second pair of boxcars. Not like that. That's a
But 4 is still good.
Yeah.
Well, 4 is kind of good. It's kind of weird with him because it's a fire control hit, which only matters for ranged attacks.
Yep. But with
for
you
weapon
saying
attacks.
he did get the tandem rounds.
Yeah, that's something that impacts that.
That's enough to ding you. We'll have the summoner try to chase it. Normally skill 3.
Mm-hmm.
I jumped to a 5, TMM a 2, but we're short, so hits on a 7. That's an 8. That'll be 5 points at short.
Okay, that'll take his armor.
Okay. How much structure does he have?
4.
4 structure. Let's go ahead and have the second Mistlinks go for him. Skill 3, medium, TMM hits on a 7.
Ooh.
That's 2 points plus a crit roll.
Yep.
That's a 7.
So that's going to be movement.
Hit. Whoa. On the one hand, that makes it way easier for you to get speed shoot, or on the other.
Yeah.
That kind of hampers close combat. He's got 2 points left.
Mm-hmm.
In the interest of letting my Timberwolf and my Direwolf go after other targets.
Heavy strike. Okay.
Pow. There's the last 2.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Well,
all right.
The Doomhawk didn't really do a great job, but he did a job, and that matters.
We will multitasker to double tap.
Okay.
And do a 3 and 3 effective.
Okay.
I'm skill 3. Your TMM is 2, so I hit on 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Fire 1. That'll get me there on a 6. Fire 2. That'll get me there on an 8.
Okay, so I did 6
points.
damage.
Wish I could have kept you around a little bit longer, but I definitely ended up wedging you into a real bad spot. That's my fault, Gargoyle, not yours. Let's see, since that's 6 point on him and you said he's a 9 total, let's see if the adder can finish what Dad started. Skill 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for range plus your TMM, and then 1 point for obstruction.
Okay.
That's a 5. I will, especially because my light stars numbers grow thin, I will spend a point of luck, because if I can hit you here, it's 3 points, and that'll be enough to down the Griffin, and that should help a lot. That'll get me there.
You got him?
Yep.
How much damage?
3 points. Because skill 3, 2 for TMM, 2 for range, 1 for the obstruction.
Yep.
8 on the nose.
Okay, so he's crippled now.
Oh, I thought that was dead on 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, wow, 11. Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. He's in forced withdrawal. It's not perfect, but in the absence of being able to properly polish him off here.
Mm-hmm. After he comes off the board, that won't cripple the assault lance or kill the assault lance because they've got the Shallones.
Correct. They have the aerospace stapled to them. We'll put the Timberwolf into the Flashman. Skill 3, TMM 2, range 2, hits on a 7. Do I want to overheat? Not yet. That'll get you for 7.
That -1 is going to be 6. He doesn't have E&E, does he?
No, he is not. He's Timberwolf A.
And does he have any missile special?
No, he does not.
Okay.
And
Well, the AMS is what I was
right,
asking.
right. Does that breach armor on the Flashman? What's
Nope.
left on him?
He's got 2 left.
2 more armor pips. That's okay. I have a terribly bad shot, I suspect, to the Marauder. Would you like to check the woods just to see what they're like? We weren't sure on that.
Just under a 6.
Cool. So we do have obstruction. Skill 3, medium, TMM, obstruction, hits on a 7. This will be a nice 4-point hit on a 7.
And that's the Marauder?
Yes, please.
How much damage?
4. It's modest, but... So we just said the Direwolf skill 3.
Mm-hmm. What's he shooting at, by the way?
I'm considering shooting the tailing.
Okay. By tailing, you mean the one that you have not shot yet?
Correct.
Okay.
Because I can deal 9 at...
Oh, that'll
at
just
medium.
outright kill him. Yeah, okay.
Right, which is why I'm even considering this. 3 base, 2 for medium, 2 for an aerospace asset.
Yep.
So that hits on a 7, and I've got plenty of luck to work with. I think the fact that I could grab one of you right now is pretty valuable. Not like that!
Ouch.
That's okay, that's okay. That's what luck's for. That's why we build these forces.
Yeah.
No, that's 5. Unfortunate, but I'm glad I took the shot that I took. I believe that takes us, score your objectives.
Yes, so that'll be 10. So you killed... My Griffin is now in forced withdrawal, so that's gonna be +9 for him.
Didn't I kill him with the adder? Yeah, I got the last
the
3
Griffin?
points. No,
No.
he's withdrawal.
Yeah,
he's
he's
11 total, not 9.
Yeah, and the Jadehawk is 11 points, so he's 22 points.
Okay. So 22 off that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just mark out. You said 9 is the salvage heavy metal
Yeah.
value on the.
He's the that's the crippled score for him.
So if I finish him though,
you'll get another 9.
that taps my heavy metal because it was 22 on the Jade.
Yep. 22 on the Jadehawk.
Okay, that's really not too bad. And we're both 10 and 10 on objectives.
Yep.
Well, 10, 10, 20 total on objectives. Okay. I'm not doing crazy hot, but if I get like 1 or 2 turns to kind of spice up, I can end up doing all right here. So I picked 1.5 of yours, and you've got 3 of me. So I'm still keeping you out of the.
Out of my hit and run, yeah.
I believe that takes us to new initiative roll.
It does. I'm real quick. I'm going
Moving
to
your
assign the guillotine, and I'm still going to assign the Griffin
As multitasker?
As multitasker, yeah.
Makes sense. So just to make sure how I understand forced withdrawal, you don't have to move your maximum possible speed back, do you?
You are supposed to make best possible speed to your home edge.
Does that include sprint, therefore?
It does not say that you must sprint, but so I do not believe so, because it does not say that you must sprint.
I've never played that way with anyone, but it's really good to like sound these things out because they're not always explicitly identified. And how do you exit the board? Do you exit the board as soon as your movement lets you go over, or do you stop at the edge and then next turn?
My understanding is that you just leave the board the same way that you move onto the board. So if you can move over the board edge, then you've moved over the board edge and you've left.
Well, you fell over the edge.
Yep.
Wonderful. I'm glad we got to sound that out now.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so that'll be initiative. I got an 11. I might beat you this time.
That puts me to a 10.
Ha! I actually win initiative.
There's a first time for everything. And party on. Let's make some threatening motions. I'll put my back edge there. I'll just mark my front there. And we'll see what happens. He might die, but if I'm right, does he die before the objective gets scored or after?
Before.
I figured that would have to logically be the case, but you get why I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man, if I don't die until after that objective clears out, money.
Right. All right, well, I know what the Griffin's going to do. So the Griffin is going to do the do.
Yeah, he's got to walk straight backwards. There's
So
very
that's
few
10.
times I see a player not take their forced movement first. And maybe that is a great tip to pass on to watchers is if you know what a unit must do and there's no other choices or options, act with that one first because it denies your opponent learning anything more about how your turn is going to go.
Yeah. All right, so I moved him. He's actually TMM2, not TMM1.
Okay. Let's see if I can kind of peek that. That'll hopefully keep me line on the Flashman as long as he's controlling that objective.
That adder hasn't been hit, right?
Correct. The only surviving unit in my force which has standing damage is the Timberwolf, and it is 1 point away from breaking.
From being crippled or being destroyed?
3 points destroyed, 1 point crippled. Because it's a 4 structure and it's taken a single pip right now.
Gotcha. All right, so I'm going to move my Marauder up 8.
Thereabouts.
There.
And that'll get him speed shooter.
Yep.
And how much damage has your Marauder taken? Was it just the 2 from the artillery, or did I get another story round on? Oh, I got the 4 points last turn.
Yeah.
So that's 6.
He's
how
got
many
1 armor, 3 structure.
Oh, so 4 points will down him. Yeah. Sometimes. And that should keep me within 6 of you. What's your short on the Marauder?
4.
4?
Yeah.
Is he 4-5-4 then?
4-4-4.
4-4-4. Okay. I'll try to keep a little bit of cover for me between the building and some intervening woods, but I would really love to finish that Marauder with my lieutenant. So at the top of the round here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left to activate, and I've got 4 left.
Speed shooter on the longbow.
Slow as a speed. He's certainly a draw in the West. What's the Crockett's short and medium?
It is 4-5.
Okay, so
It also has OV1.
Okay. And how fast is the Crockett?
6-10.
Oh, right. 6 waddle, 10 jump.
Mm-hmm.
So he could just storm the mound. What's his total armor structure?
12, I believe.
Same as me. Lovely. Okay, you know, I might be willing to take that gamble. Because it will also mean that I can take a peek on the longbow if it comes to it. Okay.
Okay, so what I think I'm going to do... Yeah, so I'm going to jump my guillotine to there.
Okay. So that'll get him speed shooter. And he got multitasker assigned.
Yeah.
What are his short and mediums?
4-4.
4 and 4. Okay. So he can split a 2-2 pop.
Mm-hmm.
Slide here and keep myself a covered eye on the Marauder and an eye on the Flashman if he sits where he is.
Okay, so I'm going to continue to move up Death Corridor with Annie.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you are expecting a Smooth Criminal reference here, but I will instead find Weesa Gonna Die, Annie.
That's more of what I was expecting.
Slide to 2 inches from that objective. If I'm right, really I could blade that a little bit. I'm going to blade it a little bit and hope to cheat outside of 24 of the Marauder. And that'll put me right at 24 with Annie.
And your fire... Has your fire moth
I still have the fire moth left.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
Of all the times that you get to win initiative, I'm still hoping to pin you with the fire moth.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to... Okay. I've got to move some dice around
That's
here.
23.
Oh, yeah.
Put that back there.
Well, it's staying. So he's going to move to there, and he's going to attempt to hold down.
Okay.
Which he needs a 5 because he's in contact, because he's adjacent to the building.
Uh-huh. Duck and cover.
Ooh, he is still standing.
That is a flub. Ooh.
So it takes 4 inches of movement to do that, and he moved to... I could do that again. I'm going to do that again. Okay. He's hull down,
So
which
hull
means
down.
he has a 0 TMM,
Uh-huh.
but he is only 1 inch tall.
Okay. And how much health does he have left, did you say?
2 and 4, I believe.
2 and 4?
Yeah, 2 armor, 4 structure.
Okay. So my hang up now... Oh, never mind. My adders haven't overheated one.
Well, it's fire moth time.
Yeah. Well, I was more looking at, like, how much can my output here and here be?
Oh.
And I'm like, I can cripple you, and actually that'll score heavy metal mayhem. I don't have to push way harder than that. I can go somewhere and be pretty daggone obnoxious and hope to Shoot the flash man. Keep the guillotine from clipping me.
That's wonderful.
Keep myself on that objective to force you to shoot me with something that's not the guillotine or the longbow. I think that might be the play. It might be heroic bravery or something else, but hey, who's counting?
All right, so the Crockett moves 6 inches or 10 inches with a jump. Yeah, I'm going to go for that.
2 + 1 is 3. That's quick math.
Thanks for that.
Anytime. Happy to help.
All right, so that's going to be a 3 TMM for him.
Mm-hmm. Nice and chunky. Mm-hmm. Aerospace.
Right. So I like being really, really ballsy with my aerospace.
Yeah.
And so that means that
I can relate. Not with aerospace, but I mean, you see the play I'm out here making with fire moths. So.
Right. They're gonna fly right there.
Same mark.
Yeah, say at that mark.
Yep. I was gonna say, you wanna light me again?
Yep.
Sounds good.
They're flying in right over the Mad Cat is the point.
Wonderful.
With that altitude low. And it's going to be both of them just following each other.
Mm-hmm. As you do.
So that's aerospace move. So that's everything.
So I start the party on shooting.
Yep, you sure do.
Okay. The summoner is really stuck in a position where all he can do is go after the longbow. Skill 3, TMM 1, medium range. Hits on a 6, that's an 8, that's 5 points.
Okay.
Let's put the mist links into the flashbang. Hits on a 3. Actually, I don't want to do this. I want to... and you said there's 6 total health on him?
Yes.
I will go ahead and pick up a point of heat on the fire moth. Skill 3. Hitting on 3, and I will overheat for 1, so this will kick for 6 if I get it.
Okay.
Huh. That'll get you.
All right. Does he have E&E?
I do. So you will take half of that. So
Take
you will take
3.
That's okay.
So what that's going to do is that's going to make a crit, though.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be 11 is an engine hit. Yeah.
But that puts him to 3 health left.
Yeah.
Let's see if the adder can... The adder's going to have to overheat to finish him off. The adder's an energy variant. All right.
Well, I don't have any armor left, so...
The reflective is gone.
Yeah, so but also your Mistlinks is right there. Like, I know you might have other jobs for him, but...
Well, so the Mistlinks will only put out 2.
Oh, okay.
And the adder will put out 3. So let's see if the adder can finish the job. Skill 3. 2 for range, so hits on a 5. That'll get it. 3 there.
Oh, I'm sorry. There is a +1 for being held down that is not a TMM bonus. It's just a flat +1.
Okay, so then he needs a reroll because I hit exactly on the...
you hit a 5.
I rolled a 5 there,
Yeah.
and I need a 6. So yeah.
I'm sorry for bringing that up now.
No, you're good. I have the reroll, and... Wonderful, that gets me the 6.
Okay, so that will kill the Flashman.
And he was your lieutenant.
Yeah, he was.
Let's get the Executioner into the Marauder, see if I can finish that job. I should be within 6. Skill 3, TMM 1, hits on a 4. We're going to spend a point of lucky. That's fine, that's fine. That's what these rules are for. That gets me there, though. Whew, 4 points.
Okay,
4
that
points.
kills the Marauder.
Okay. We're really just kind of skirting by on bare minimums here. Nobody's doing an exceptional job. Everybody's doing a job. So now I got to start sussing out whether I want to try to hack down the... How many points is the Annihilator total?
A lot.
So you're going to be like 18 to 21?
17, I believe.
17. 17's okay. Happen. And does he have any special armor properties?
Nope.
Okay. Let's go ahead and pick up a point of heat on the Timberwolf. And skill 3, TMM 1, medium, so hitting on a 6 against Annie. That'll get me there.
And he's not okay.
So that would have been 7, but I overheated to kick it to 8.
Okay, that was 8 of his 9 armor.
And let's Carpe Diem. Timberwolf's going to pick up a point of heat and rinse and repeat. Skill 3.
Sorry, I thought you
Or, I'm sorry, the Direwolf. No,
Okay.
Direwolf. Skill 3, medium. TMM will 1, so hitting on a 6. And because I'm overheating, this will be 10 points. I'll get him.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Okay, so after this turn, my SCAs are gone, and I have a -2 to initiative.
And the last thing I have to shoot is my little missed lynx. I'm nowhere close to cracking the armor on the longbow, and the guillotine has taken no damage.
Correct.
But the guillotine jumped, so it's TMM2, so I'd hit on a 5 versus hit on a 4 on the longbow. Let's try to finish hammering down the longbow and just see what I get.
Okay, he's got 4 and 4.
And I have no overheat, so it'll just be 2 points if this sticks. That'll stick for 2. Wonderful.
Okay. All right, so my fighters only have 1 target, so I'm just going to get that out of the way.
Timberwolf.
Yeah, it is the Timberwolf.
So lead fighter.
Yep, 4 + 2 for the ground, +0 for range. Because they're flying right over that.
And 2 for my TMM.
No, yeah, it's 4 + 2.
Oh, I didn't catch the 2. Yeah.
Yep.
So
they need
a 6.
They need a 6.
Lead car.
Seriously? Misses?
And because that's the air assault, there's no lucky. Let's go for the follower. Ouch.
These guys have been worth nothing.
Yeah, these have... Ooh, wow.
They've done 2 heat.
Yeah.
That's all of that they have done today.
Yeah. They've let you down, because typically you've played a lot of Ravens. Your aerospace tends to carry you say.
Yeah, it's generally extremely nasty. The Flashman is going to try to shoot the Koshi.
Wonderful.
So he is a skill 4 +3 for TMM. So he needs a 7.
But you'll plaster me.
He got you for 4.
Pow!
So he's gone.
You're out. I'm out. Everybody
do the dinosaur.
Everybody out of the pool.
The guillotine is going to try to multitasker his way into killing the fire moth.
Let's do it.
So he needs an 8. No.
So you jumped. You're skill 3.
Oh no. So he's not doing that.
Okay.
Well, he might do that.
Okay.
3 -1 for the SCA. Yeah, for
sticking it.
For speed fire, and then so that sticks him at a 4. So he'll need 8s to hit the fire moth. That's not too bad.
And what's his short value?
4. So he could do.
Then multitasker's perfect. I'd take the 2 8
Yeah.
shots. The odds of you needing to spend luck to down me, because I'm only 2 points.
All right, so this is going to be the first shot.
Not like that. That's okay.
I'm going to spin lucky on that shot.
Just in case the second one bites you too. Okay. So
that missed also. Second shot.
Lucky again.
And lucky again. Got him with an 8.
I was like, man, that's going to be a bad time if the Crockett's got to clean up.
Yeah. However, the Crockett is going to shoot your Timberwolf.
As he do. Actually, am I behind your back line? Where did I put my tape?
You're not, because this is my back line.
Okay.
It's because the torso is slightly
I
twisted.
misread it. You're good.
Yeah. Okay. So the Crockett is skill 3. He jumped, so that's a 5. He moved his maximum, so that's going to be a -1 because of speed fire. So that's a 4. Medium range is 6.
Actually, let's check speed fire. Oh no, it's a different hit and run. You have to stay grounded.
Yeah. 4, 5, 4. Medium range is 6. Your TMM is 8. Partial cover is 9.
Yep.
And he's in the assault lance.
How many points of luck do you have? Oh, he's in the assault lance anyway.
Yeah. And he misses.
Okay.
The long bow. The Annihilator is going to fire. Actually, the Marauder is.
Spot.
No, he's going to just shoot the Timberwolf.
Okay. Because that will drop me if you connect.
Right.
We are outside of medium. I'll double check here. I know Oh no, I pulled the dire wolf.
Yeah. You did the dire wolf. Skill 3 2 for speed fire,
Mhm.
2 for medium range,
2 for my TMM.
2 for TMM, and
for
then
the
1
cover.
for the cover. So that's going to be a
7.
7. And he is in the battle star. Or battle. He needs that luck.
Battle Lance.
Oh!
Oh. 3 points of luck down and only
Yeah.
1 dead mech to show for it.
Please,
the Timberwolf just got the...
He's got the moves, and I don't like it.
So your Annihilator's your last thing to shoot before the longbow. If you want to call a spotter, and now's your chance. That's a terrible corner that's painted into.
That's awful. No. The Annihilator's just going for it. Yeah.
Send it.
Yeah. He had the same as the Marauder, so he needs his 7.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
He got it.
All right, the bailout.
Hey, how's that adder doing?
No one has taken any damage.
Hmm.
You have killed everyone damaged.
Okay. That longbow is going to put 2 arrow 4s right at the base of that Thor's feet.
The summoner. Is over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Light me up.
The base of that executioner's feet.
Okay. So you're gonna...
I'm going to hit right there, yeah.
Right out there where you can see.
Yep.
Okay. What's your...
I need an 8.
Okay.
3 plus 4 plus 1.
Yep.
And I hit with the first one.
Second one.
Missed with the second one, so it drifts 4 inches in the
Directly
one direction.
forward, but that will be enough to overshoot me.
Yeah.
Center of the marker.
So he's also going to use his...
So that will be 2 points on the Executioner. Your direct fire weaponry.
Yep. He's going to use his regular weaponry. So 3 plus 2 for medium range plus 2 for TMM. So that's 7 plus 1 for partial cover. It's going to be an 8. And he hits with a crit.
Show me that critical footage.
It would be an ammo explosion,
But
so you so you just take another point of damage.
Okay.
That would have been great.
5 points on the Executioner this turn. That's my XO.
Mm-hmm. The Griffin is going to shoot at your Executioner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, we're medium and 1 obstruction.
Yep. So 3 medium range. Woods is going to be 6, and then 7, 8 for your TMM.
Did you count speed stick?
Or
speed shot?
7 then for speed fire.
Yep.
Your do I want to crit fish? How far away is how's his armor doing?
4 armor, 5 structure. Just to make sure. Skill 3, TMM 2, medium for 2, 1 for the obstruction for the woods. Yes, and then you'll peel that back off with speed shoot. Yes.
So I'm going to multitasker.
Yep, multitasker pop.
Yep, for
fire 1.
Yep, for
Just to try
1
to
damage
fish
each.
1 damage twice.
Yep.
That's a hit on 6. Second attack.
That's a miss on 6. It needed 7. The other one hit though.
Cool. 1 point plus.
Does the tandem charge?
Nope.
Tandem charge does not go off on a 7.
Okay. So 3 armor, 5 structure left on XO.
Okay, so that was a turn.
And we are both now at our 40 for heavy metal.
Yep, we're both at 40 for heavy metal, and
we're both at 30 on objective.
Yeah. All right, so now we're rolling for initiative for turn 4.
Top of 4.
I have a -2.
And I have a +2.
So I got a 4.
I got an 8. And that turns into a 10.
So
I could activate 3 of my units before you play the game.
Yeah. Yep. You probably kill my Crockett right now.
I think that's kind of what I do, because does it retain it gets
it still has
standing TMM.
Yeah, of 1.
Get the jump bonus.
Yeah.
Yes, I absolutely try that then.
Because nothing takes away your TMM.
Mm-hmm. Until you choose to put it in bark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to flag, because I designate them now.
Mm-hmm.
How much total health does the Crockett have?
It's a chunky boy. I'm 14?
14. Not unreasonable. Let's go ahead and what I'm going to nominate, because I'm really hoping that I can leave him free to at least attempt to respond. Oh my gosh. So I'll activate these 3, you'll activate everything, and then I'll activate my last unit because I'm on initiative.
Oh my gosh.
Initiative shenanigans are so strong.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. All right. Let's
But also, I kind of feel like this also kind of so first of all, this is called combat overrun.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we are very late in a battle where I've only got 3 units and you have 4.
We're 4 to 4. One guy's broken.
Oh
and
yeah,
trying
4 to
like,
4.
hobble
Okay.
his way out of town, but
Right. But so I could, this is the type of
overrun
thing
is
that I could.
about to be very
This is a
critical.
cinematic moment here.
So, if I bring the summoner, how behind someone do you have to be to get the +1 damage kick?
You have to be in that last 60 degrees.
Okay. My hope is that I can. Honestly, the longbow's not too damaging all on his own. So let's see if I just kind of slide to there, keep within 6, and I move and shoot immediately, basically.
Yeah. Yep.
And if I need to scooch forward, I sure can.
You don't need to.
Move. Skill 3, 1 hits on a 4, and this will be for 6 if it connects, just to make sure don't have an overheat value. 6 for 6.
Okay. 1 armor left on him.
1 armor left. Let's have. I don't know that I want to storm the mound, so to speak. So if I peel back to here, I will hit on 3, 1, and 2. That's a 6. 6 is a pretty okay number. I don't have any lucky to bail me out if this goes wrong.
That's still not bad.
I don't think it's too bad. That's a 7. That'll get me there for 3 total.
So let's roll for crit.
Yep. That one's cocked against the building, so we're going to reroll that die. That's an 11.
11's going to be an engine hit.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got 5 left.
5 left, and I did nominate that the Dire Wolf was going to try to finish the show. Let's slide up so that I've still got cover. And... oh, no, he's a 1. That keeps me on the objective. Skill 3, TMM 1. Or skill 3, TMM 1, medium. But I did put a point of heat on last turn, so I hit on a 7 for 9. That'll get there.
And the Crockett just got obliterated. Yep. He's gone.
Somebody cue up the Phil Collins. Okay. You go ahead and go, and my executioner can think about what he wants to do with them.
Which that also means that the assault lance is now dissolved.
Yup.
I don't like this.
I need my friend. I need my con.
So the Griffin moves off the map because he was in force withdrawal.
Yep.
What's your Thor? Was it damaged?
Summoner's taken no damage. And he's 10 total points. 6 and 4 split. And he's got 10 jump.
Okay. Oh, man. I hate this. Oh, you've just got your Executioner left, which means that neither... the Longbow might die if it...
Because what's he at?
2 armor, 4 structure.
I can only deal 4 points. I have no overheat. So I might be able to break you if I take a lucky pop and get all 4 points to stick.
Then I'm going to be funny and...
fight to the last!
Yeah, so... they are effectively both standing still.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that he's dead, so that's not happening.
So if I slide in there, what's his short value again? Is that
4.
a 5?
It's a 4.
It's a 4. That could take me out on a hot crit, or I could take the opportunity, risk contesting you on an objective, and taking a really reasonable crack at the longbow. Oh. Do I contest you on the objective? Or do I slink over to cover? No, I'm going to meet you for the thematic moment. We'll do this. Run him down!
What's your X? He hasn't taken damage, has he?
He has. He's down to 3 armor, 5 structure.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
So there's a chance you can take him down as my XO, and then I will lose Lucky.
Mm-hmm.
But I would still have my SCAs because they depend on him, correct?
Well, both, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Wait, depend on both?
Like, you've got to have... Well, no.
At least one.
You've got to have at least one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I know if this guy goes, that's when I take the initiative hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens here. So you shoot first.
I sure do.
You going after the XO or the summoner?
Okay, so here's something that really blows. The longbow cannot shoot the XO.
Okay. Well, I think I know your target then. Because he's a potential 6 damage.
Yeah.
Plus whatever he can throw.
Which is 4. Yep. So it would be enough
That's
to
10.
kill him.
That's enough to ice him.
The problem that I'm dealing with then is that, like... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna lose this game, but I'm at least gonna do that.
If you can kick him out in this turn, you break Lucky.
Yeah, but the problem that I'm dealing with is that
before you shoot a shot.
Yeah.
Aerospace. Your leader is basically junked at this point.
Right.
Because he's effectively skill 8 after 2 fire control hits, but...
Yes, but they are going to both be flying
hit
low,
and...
right over the Thor and the Executioner. So here's...
So do you resolve their shooting before BattleTech shooting? Or anytime during?
Anytime during.
Excellent.
So I'm going... That Junk Shalone is going to fire first. He needs a 10.
Is he going at the...
At the Executioner.
Okay.
He misses, to nobody's surprise.
Okay.
The other one needs a 6.
Okay, still not
no.
the Executioner?
He needs a 7. Because it's 4 plus 2 for your TMM, plus 1 for a strike.
Yep.
Ugh, I hate this. I hate this with these guys. They are worthless. That means that I have to shoot your
Summoner.
Dogpile
him.
Yep.
Go for the guillotine shot, and then you can just do boom, boom, boom off the longbow.
Yeah. So with the guillotine, that's going to be 3 minus 1 is 4. Not minus 1, it's 4. So 2.
You hit on a 4.
2 plus 2. That's
because you're skill 3, but you stood still for 2.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's medium range.
Oh yeah, we're outside of 6.
Yeah, that's.
Yep. Oh, it's close.
Oh, that's so close. I think that's 6.
I'll give it to you. I'm down.
And
Either way,
I hit regardless.
You would have had a 1 inch to wiggle, and you could have pulled yourself to 6. Because when you stand still, you get an inch wiggle.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
So
4
I did
points?
the 4 damage. Yes.
Yep. There we go. Do you want to start with the direct fire on the?
No, I'm going to shoot. I'm going to my standard weapon attack first with a longbow.
Yeah.
Is going to be a 4, which he hits.
Okay, that's
for
the
2.
end of the summoner's armor.
Now let's see if I can hit with these arrow 4s.
You're gonna just basically. Do you want to target in front of him, or past him, or on him?
I'm going to do an inch in front of him.
Okay. Give you a little room to try to.
Yeah, so if I miss and still get 2 inches this way, then at the very least...
Now watch, you're gonna scatter backwards into yourself.
I might.
That's why I was like, don't you want to... Because it's the same odds of scattering over versus under.
I'll shoot past him, yeah. So I need a 7.
1 inch past his location.
I need
Fire
a...
1.
That's
Boxcars, that's
12.
2 points. And that'll be a crit roll, but let's roll the second and see if the crit even matters.
That's an 8, so yeah, I get him.
Crit happens.
I exploded the Thor. Okay.
Let's see if the Executioner can go after the longbow. Spend my last, my last turn of lucky, basically. Because I'm skill 3.
Yeah.
Plus your TMM 0. 2 for range though, because we're at medium.
So you needed a 5.
All the times. That's fine though.
Okay.
I will earn 10 for my objective. You will earn none for your objective. New initiative roll. That's an 8. And you're still at a -2.
So that's an 8.
Drops you to an 8, and I get boosted to a 10. I win by 1. I'm wondering.
Well, you won by 2, so that means.
But that's a 1 unit.
Oh,
advantage.
yeah.
So it's a question of, do I want to have the Executioner try to nail him down, or do I want to have the Direwolf? And the Direwolf can't realistically. just for the sake of it. So 2 inches from the objective. No, he couldn't get the longbow. He could get the guillotine. What's your health on the guillotine?
5 and 5.
5 and 5?
6 and 6.
6 and 6. You know, that's a big enough shot. And that keeps me within 2 of the objective. I'll go ahead and use the initiative force to get the direwolf. Skill 3. 1 for heat, 2 for medium. What's your TMM?
It's 1.
So hits on a 7. 1 for cover. Hits on an 8. And I have no lucky for bailout here. That'll get it though 9 points.
Let's roll for that critical hit though.
Roll that beautiful crit footage. That's a 7.
So that's movement. So he's got 4 inches of move.
Okay.
So we're at 2 and 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move my guillotine to here.
Does my crit because of combat intuition get applied now?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So it'll drop you to TMM 0.
It will. So, you know what? He's just going to stand still.
Pop it. Sounds good. Because how many... So you said you had 12 and I just put 9 on you, so you should have 3 left?
Yep.
Okay.
He's also going to stay stationary.
Mm-hmm. And now... Oh, I can't quite leapfrog you, but I can zigzag and get to behind both of them. Serpentine!
I feel ridiculous because I thought the executioner had already moved. I should have paid attention.
That's what the little 8 dice are for.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
Okay, I'll start shooting. Adder. Fairly well, brave soul.
It's... You know, maybe if I shoot right in front of me with a longbow, I can scatter the artillery backwards. And,
put the guillotine out of his misery.
No, I was thinking of shooting the executioner.
Drop it exactly at the very tip of your toes and just...
I can't... How much does your executioner have left?
3 armor, 5 structure. So you would have to drift both back into me to force a structure crit.
I know. I was thinking of I could shoot at my feet, and if I hit, then it would do the 2. It would hit the executioner with the template, but then I was also like,
but that hits me.
But that hits me.
And you have 2 armor, 4 structure.
Something like that. It might be less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 armor, 4 structure. I don't want to. Anyway,
shoot the guillotine first. Let's see how
Yeah.
this goes.
So I need a.
Or
Oh no.
Pile the longbow into the adder, and then have the guillotine go for the long shot.
So my fighters,
Yep.
who are now remembered, are gonna fly right over the executioner.
Strafe the deck.
At low again. Maybe they'll hit for once.
We believe in you, and by we I mean we.
So they are. The first one, who is not the junker, is skill 4. +2, +1 is a 7.
Yep.
For the strike.
Come on, give him something. There we go. He's out of armor.
The other one needs an 11.
Box Carmy. No. That's fine, he gave you a 7. That's higher than he's rolled all night.
I finally did damage to it. So anyway, the guillotine on the adder.
I'd put him into the adder, and then have the guillotine, even though it's a cover shot.
How's the adder's armor structure doing?
4-2.
Actually, why the dire wolf? Why would...
Can the longbow take shots on the direwolf?
No, it can't.
That's why I'm saying resolve this into here first.
Oh, because I have to do that.
This must be shot here.
Yeah.
And then if it goes perfectly, so the normal ballistics.
I get it. So I'm going to put my arrow force there, by the way.
1 inch behind.
Yep, so... But I am going to resolve my standard weapon attack first.
Correct.
Skill 3 +2 is going to be a 7. So that's a 3, so that's a miss. But now the arrows...
Fire 1.
Is going to be a... Oh, I needed a 6, but that didn't matter because that was a 3.
Yep.
So for this, I need a 7 because I was stationary. And I miss.
Second arrow?
Well, I'm drifting 10 inches.
To the 4.
Is that
1,
behind?
2, 3, 4. So it'll.
Well, let me see that template, please.
Yes. One moment.
Oh, wait a minute.
I got you.
I was going to say, I got the big version.
Oh yeah, 4 is straight back.
So that's 10 inches straight back. So
If you try to if you try to fail and succeed, what have you done? 10 inches will bang both of us.
I hit both of us with an arrow 4.
If you try to fail and succeed, what have you done? So that's a crit roll on me.
Hey, that was just my armor. Please let this be a 12.
Come on.
An 8, so that's a weapon hit.
Okay.
So the second arrow 4 is a...
Do it again. Do it again, dice.
It just might.
How far?
How far is going to be 12 inches.
Okay. 4?
In the 6 direction, so that's going to be way over here.
Have you ever fired your arrow 4 in the air and gone, ah? No, I've never fired my gun in the air and gone, ah.
So the guillotine is going to fire at the adder.
Yeah.
He's going to need a...
You are counting
4.
as skill 2 because you're stationary.
Yeah. And I missed. Yeah, so that's what I did today.
Okay. All right. Adder. See if we can finish that guillotine. Because you said the guillotine has 3 points left.
Sure does.
That'll get you. Because on 3 it's short. Let's see the executioner from the top rope. That's a 7.
Yeah.
That'll get in there for 4 exactly.
Yep, so the longbow has now died honorably. And you have enough things on the field. And I actually think that you may have just gotten your victory
That
points.
is, yes, because I will end that capturing both objectives to go 10-10 and end square.
Which means that you are... That's 100 points.
That's 100 points on the nose.
All right, so that's game.
Wow, so that game really didn't take a lot of the turns that I thought it would. My Shallones were absolutely worthless to me, which, I mean, sometimes the dice just kind of hate you. I normally have really good luck with aerospace, and the high risk, high reward functionality of how they play in the game have gone in my favor pretty frequently. I definitely made some mistakes early in the game with losing the Jade Hawk to commit to killing a Koshi, and it would have been a really good attack unit to try and get a hold of the Direwolf or threaten the Summoner or other parts of Jacob's backline. I realized after the game that my last battlefield support was air cover that I probably could have used to help try and limit some of the pain that Jacob brought to me with his own battlefield support. But, I mean, it's one of those things that just kind of happens. Trying to keep track of all of the things that's on the table is hard to do, especially when you're using as many rules as we do. But at the same time, if you don't practice doing it, then you won't get the hang of trying to keep track of those things or taking the time to figure out shortcuts to make it happen. One of the big things that I did that really helped me out is I used tools that I will link in the description to help with my force building so that I could build custom cards and then print them out so that I could keep track of what ammunition and what special abilities were assigned to those units. Finally, I think Jacob just did a great job managing his forces. I think the Gargoyle might have also been kind of in the same boat as the Jade Hawk, where it got moved forward way too early as an attack piece. But at the same time, sometimes that type of behavior can totally swing a game by making it so that you are forcing your opponent to take advantage of what may be sloppy playing sometimes, but is often sacrificing a piece so that you can make better plays and protect your other pieces. Right now, I have some big stuff in the works. I'm trying to get some more equipment to help film and record these battle reports, which I'm really excited to get going, as well as a series of scenarios out of some of the source books that have come out in the last couple years. I'm really excited to bring this to you. You guys have a great day. Bye.